Don't forget to forgive your enemies. Nothing messes with their mind more. Hello, boys and girls. Lord Hawkeye yet again. And I'm going to talk about something that old Bill Burns brought up recently. And Jacob already responded to it a little bit, but I wanted to touch up a bit. Oh, and incidentally, Bill Burns now refers to himself as the Slayer Libertarians, especially me. Yes, and if I refer to myself as the seducer of Playboy models, does that make it so? I didn't think so. Anyways, the topic in question was dealing with murder and basically anarchic justice. How does it work? Well, as I always say, first you need to take an objective look at how you handle it now. In this case, look at our justice system. So what happens if there's a murder happens there? Well, we arrest the guy, he goes to trial, all at the taxpayer's expense, he goes to jail, also at the taxpayer's expense. So the victim is not compensated by the perpetrator nor the government. So they get this nice double insult of, oh, we get no compensation for what happened to you, and we're going to make you pay to have him incarcerated while we're at it. Yes, I'm sure that just pleases them to no end. Anyways, so let's see. Oh, and also, while he's in prison, he is subjected to assault, rape, violence, and assault of all kinds. And when he gets out of prison, we all stare in shock and surprise that he continues to, that he just repeats his crimes, and the cycle goes on. So, call me crazy, folks, but I find this to be an absolutely disgusting way to deal with criminals. I mean, I would even go so far as to say this is worse than just doing nothing. The justice system is even worse. And don't anyone start taking me out of context there. That doesn't mean I think we should do nothing. I just think the system we have right now is worse than doing nothing. It's doing less than nothing. It's just making everything worse. So, what should we do instead? Well, the DRO model is a good one, of course, and it would work like an insurance company. You pay a fee, and if you're the victim of a crime, they pay you compensation, and then go after the perpetrator to pay it back, telling him, if you don't pay back what you owe, we're going to jack up the fee to have you covered, or maybe even refuse to sell to you outright if you continue to do bad things. Now, people might complain, oh, we need to be punished. You can't just make it about money. I don't really care about punishment. I don't believe that should be the focus. I believe that compensating the victim should be the prime concern. And in our current justice system, it's not even an afterthought. And I think that's just outrageous. It shouldn't be like that at all. Yeah. And let's see. Oh, what was that? Now, of course, he also brings up the issue, what about someone who's poor, has no family, or something like that? Well, there's lots of solutions in that kind of a case, such as there could be charities, and if you say, well, no one would donate to it, well, I'll just ask that same question: would you donate? If yes, there's your answer. If not, then you're just trying to gotcha me, so knock it off. Anyways. And there could be other ways. Let's say instead of paying, if you can't afford to pay into the private police service or whatever, they could have other things, like you could instead volunteer your time and help with the night watch or help with investigations, whatever skills you can contribute. And you can pay that way. There's lots of ways a deal could be made. But if you want to try and argue that a monopoly by force and violence is going to stop violence, well, then I'm afraid you're completely deluding yourself. Once again, monopolies don't help. Violence doesn't help. If you want to solve a problem, people need to get together and be able to come up with solutions as equals, not have one person declare his solution the solution. That doesn't work. It never has. And the sooner we acknowledge that, the better off we'll all be. So, and I think like all things, with an anarchic society, we could be able to get together and come up with much better solutions. And I can't say for certain what those solutions might be. I don't know everything, but I can say with a good deal of confidence they'll be a hell of a lot better than just imitating the Dark Ages like we do now. I think we're far better than that. And that's about covers it for now. Until next time, be aware and be wise.